Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you what is currently in my everyday makeup bag. Now, this is a pretty big bag, but it literally houses everything and extras. I also really like to use this when I travel, but since we're selling our house, I've moved all of my makeup back into my bathroom to hide, declutter, and conceal. So I've just been keeping the things that I want to use on an everyday basis in this bag so that it's easier to just conceal everything and keep everything in here. So this thing is brimmed to the max. This is the Louis Vuitton Trouse 28. They no longer sell these in the store, but you can find them on the preloved market. That's where I purchased mine, and you can find them all the time. Louis Vuitton Facebook group is my favorite way to shop. You can also find these on Fashion File, but Fashion File is a little overpriced, in my opinion. So yeah, Louis Vuitton Facebook group, they're always selling these. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dive on in and share with you everything that I'm using on an everyday, regular basis, a lot of my favorites, things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try to go in order of how I apply my makeup, but I keep my beauty blender, well, my Real Techniques sponge in my makeup bag just because I don't really have any other place to keep it. So I keep it in here. For primer, I've been using my Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer, and it's the only primer that I have in my makeup bag right now because I only have probably about 2 weeks left of use in this, so I'm trying to finish up a lot of my products. So I'm using that one right now. I really love it. It's very hydrating and moisturizing. I have 3 foundations in here just because I like to rotate, and some of this stuff I haven't cleaned out since vacation. But speaking of vacation, anytime I go to the beach or the pool, I wear my IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. This is in the shade medium, but I could probably go for the shade dark. It probably doesn't look like it on camera because I'm filming in a different space right now, and this big window really washes me out on camera. So I don't really look as dark as I actually am. But I love the CC Plus cream for pool days and beach days. And then I'm back to using my favorite foundations. These 2 are just my favorite foundations ever. I've got the Dior Skin Forever foundation. This is in my tan shade. So that's 035. This one matches me really well when I am either naturally tanned or self-tanned. My normal color in this is 020. And then the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, this is my normal color, Y325. It matches me perfectly whenever I am not tan, but I use it a lot to mix too with the Dior Forever whenever my tan starts to fade. So those 2 are actually those 3 are really the only foundations I should ever repurchase because they're the only ones they're the ones that I feel like work the best for my skin anyways. And then I have 3 concealers in here as well, just because I do like to rotate, and they're all 3 different colors. So depending on what color I am at the time. My darkest one right now is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the shade Light Honey. I purchased this because they did repackage it and I had never tried it before. It's not a bad concealer, but it's not my favorite. I'm currently mixing it right now because this one, while the coverage is amazing, the formula is very thick and sticky. So I have been mixing it with the Tarte Shape Tape, mainly because I only have the tiniest amount left. Like, I'm pretty much out of this, but this is in the shade Light. Everyone knows about Shape Tape. It's a very good concealer, but it is very full coverage and pretty heavy. Another concealer that I really like is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. This is in the shade N1 for when I'm at my fairest. I do really like this concealer. It kind of reminds me, formula-wise, of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, but I like this one better. It's a good medium coverage, lightweight concealer if you are into like the full coverage, heavy concealers like the Tarte ones. Now onto powders. The powder that I have used forever and a day to set my concealer is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I've tried the Too Faced Peach Perfect, I think it is, which that one's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it. I just love the Laura Mercier one. There's nothing better in my opinion, or that I have tried, but I do want to try the Hourglass Veil loose setting powder. I do really want to try that because I love the Hourglass powders. And then to set the rest of my face, I've been using the Bare Minerals Bare Pro powder. You guys, if you've watched me for a while, you may remember me using this a while ago. I ran out of my Benefit Hello Flawless powder, so I've moved on to this one to use this one up, and I'm definitely gonna need to get one of these repurchased soon. I usually keep this one in my makeup bag on the go for touch-ups, but since I ran out of face powder, I decided to go ahead and finish using that one because I've had it for a while, so it really does need to be finished up. I have a few different bronzing products in here. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one because I've talked about this one so much. I actually had to repurchase, this is my second one, because my first one I accidentally dropped and it shattered, and I can't live without this. This is the Tarte Park Ave Princess Contour Palette, my favorite contour palette. I've had the Anastasia, the Kat Von D, I've had a few other ones, but I can't think of the names. One by Smashbox, but this is my absolute favorite, mainly because it has 2 matte shades and it has 2 shimmer shades, and the tones work really nicely for me. Another bronzer that I'm really loving is the Tantastic bronzer by Marc Jacobs. I had the Tantric bronzer many moons ago, so I did not bring this with me on vacation because from past experience with Tantric, they break really easily. So it took me a while to get used to this. I don't know what was up with it at first. I don't know if it was just the first layer was just pressed really tightly, but I couldn't get a lot of color payoff. It seemed too light for me. But once I really got into it and started using it, I'm getting a lot more pigmentation. So it's the bronzer that I have on today. I know it's kind of hard to tell with the lighting, but this is a great bronzer. It was limited edition last year, but it's now permanent, and it smells like coconuts. So it's a really good summery bronzer. Another good bronzer specifically for summertime is this one by Becca. This is in Sunrise Waves. This is the lighter of the 2 shades. It's got 3 of the regular bronzers here in the center, and then opal highlighter on the outer rim. And opal's my favorite shade from the Becca highlighters. This is a really pretty bronzer. It's a little light for me right now because I am tan, but I think it's going to be even more beautiful whenever I am more fair. I'm wearing it over top the Marc Jacobs bronzer right now because it adds a very pretty subtle glow. So I've also been really loving that. I only have 1 blush and 1 highlighter in my makeup bag right now, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury First Love blush. This is my favorite blush ever and always. It's perfect all year round. It goes with literally everything. So that one's been in my makeup bag for a really long time just because I do really love it. I also really like the NARS Narcissist Wanted 1 blush palette, but I just don't have it in my makeup bag right now. I've just been using that one for the last couple of weeks, but I do really like the NARS blush palette as well. And then the Anastasia AMREZY highlighter. Not gonna stay too much time on this because it was limited edition and I don't think that it's out anymore. I don't know why, because it's a stunning highlighter. It really should be permanent. I only have 2 eyeshadow thingies in here. Soft Glam by Anastasia. It's what I have on my eyes today. Speaking of this palette, I did film this look today, but the footage came out awful. This room that I'm filming in right now is not the best room to film any sort of makeup look, like get ready with me tutorial, anything like that, because this window washes me out so badly, but I am gonna refilm it, so it will be up after this video. But I love the Soft Glam palette, and I've been playing with some different colors. I've been getting out of my comfort zone and playing with the pinks a little bit more, and they're stunning, so really love that. And then I also have this little duo from Bare Minerals. I've had this for a long time. This is in the duo called the Top Shelf. It's so dirty because I use it all the time, but it's just got a really pretty like champagne gold color and a really pretty bronzy shade in here as well. This is a really good duo. You can find these at Nordstrom, but I love that little duo. It's got really great colors in it for spring and summer. These are the mascaras that I've been using. I cannot live without the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer. And then I've been really enjoying the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. I didn't want to like fall into the hype, but I actually do really like it. It gives me a lot of volume and length, but it keeps my lashes really soft. Like, it doesn't make them hard and crunchy like a lot of other mascaras can. And it doesn't flake either, so it's good. The only downfall is that it can smudge just a little bit. Like, if I am outside and I get like a little hot or it's too humid, it can smudge a little bit, but I don't always have that problem because I don't really like to be outside. The brow products that I have in here are the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Love this for beach days and pool days, or if I know I'm gonna be outside and it's gonna be really hot and sweaty, that's my go-to. Also love the Anastasia Brow Powder. It's a great everyday brow product for soft, natural looking brows. And then for brow gel, I use the Tarte Busy Gal Brows Brow Gel. That's right, yeah, Busy Gal Brows. In the shade medium brown. I really like this because the wand is super teeny tiny. If you like the Gimme Brow by Benefit, which I also do too, you'll like the Busy Gal Brows as well. Got my eyelash curler. Always have to curl my lashes. My eyeliner, it's the only eyeliner that I ever use. It's the Maybelline Gel Liner in black. It's black. I've got my Sarah Happ Lip Slip. I love that lip balm. It's so pretty. It's so juicy, and it's got like a little bit of sparkle to it. I've got my Fix Plus spray. This is my favorite everyday spray. I also really like the Urban Decay All Nighter. I brought the All Nighter with me on vacation just because when you're outside a lot and you're really hot and humid, that one really is great. Also really great for wanting your makeup to last a very, very long time. But just on like a regular everyday basis, the Fix Plus is my absolute favorite. I have a little roller ball in here too from vacation. It's C by Giorgio Armani. Smells so good. I love that. I would not mind having that fragrance in a full-size bottle. And then I have my lippies. These are the lip products that I've been wearing the most, and it's the color that I have on today. They're both the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, which I think might be my favorite. I really like the Jouer ones too though. I've had this first shade for a very long time, but I didn't start wearing it until just recently. It's in the shade Ludwig, and it's such a pretty neutral nude. It's like a very light neutral brown, but it's so pretty. I don't know what took me so long to wear that shade. And then Muñeca, I love using this as a topper. I just put it in the center of my top and bottom lip, and I tap it out, and it gives a nice kind of ombre little pop. So pretty. So those are my favorite lip products. And then the other little random things I have in here is a hair tie, a bobby pin, and a Q-tip to clean up my mascara with. So that's everything that I keep in my everyday makeup bag. These are all of my current makeup favorites, the makeup that I'm currently using that I wear on an everyday basis. So I will have everything linked and listed down below for you in case you didn't catch the name of a product or you want to look into it a little bit more for yourself. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.